Alright, YouTubers. Back again with you, 30R8. Big R3880, back with you again. Got another little project going today, but I'll show y'all the tile first. I got everything done on the tile, but they putting the caps on. By the way, there's my 13th harvest out of the garden too, right there. And I still haven't got the jalapeno peppers because I gotta go get them. I'll make some pepper jelly. These are the covers that we're gonna put on there. They're pretty. They're made out of metal. I want to make sure I can get one though to fit that right there before I start putting them on. That's a double switch right there. My wife couldn't find it. We're gonna have to look at other stores. So anyhow, you can see though, got all of it done. It sure looks good. I'm sure proud of it. I decided to put a soldier row on that end right there. I think it looks good. See that cases that end in, that's what they call a soldier row, what masons call it. Yep, anyhow, we on to another project now. We're making some cherry jam. Look at them cherries, ain't they pretty? There's 4 jars right there. I made last week. I made 5, but I'm gonna eat one of them up. That stuff is delicious. Got them right in there. That's what I'm doing now. Is I'm pitting, getting the pits out of them. Thought I'd show y'all how I do it, cause it's an aggravating job, buddy. But I have found something here that works great. It's a straw. On that other pack, which is a lot of cherries, I had to turn this around where I can see. I had to take a knife and just cut all the way around there, and then cut the ends off the pit too. That took a long time. But this, just take your straw, large size straw, put it right in there over that pit, wiggle it back and forth and just push. See how pretty clean that pit come out of there? Maybe if nothing else, y'all learned something today from me about pitting cherries, sweet cherries, any cherries really. But these happen to be sweet cherries. And it's the first thing you got to do when you make jam is get the pits out of them. Just to give you some idea how many pits they are, there's the ones I took out of the last ones. See all of them right there? So, I'll let y'all watch me do a little bit, but I'm sure y'all got better things to do than watch me pit cherries, but I will do a few just to make sure you got it. See, there's a sink there. See that sink in there? It's where the stem was. Put your straw right on that sink. Push and twist. Push and twist at the same time. It just cuts its way right through there. Take the pit right out. There you got your cherry left. That's all you want. Push it right through. That works so good, man. The other way is rough. Took me forever. I can go right on through these and have these canned in no time. But anyhow, you've seen enough of this part, so I'll let y'all go, and I'll be back when I start canning them, okay? Trying not to get no juice on my camera. All right, everybody. See that goodness? I blew around and almost forgot to get y'all turned back on. But what I did is get all of them pitted. Then I take a potato masher. A big one does better, but this one works. You just have to have a lot of strength. And mash all your cherries up good till you get them, you know, fairly liquefied. Then you put them on the stove, turn the heat up, and this is no sugar. So I add no sugar product instead of sugar, 1 cup. Now they put about 3 cups of sugar to this if you make it with sugar, but I just put 1 cup of sugar-free sweetener, and that's plenty sweet. And I'm a diabetic. I have to do that because I can't eat. See that a little bit better now? I can't eat sugar, so I make sugar-free. And then once you get it to a good boil, a boil you can't stir down. If y'all don't know what that is, if when you're stirring it like I'm doing now, it won't quit boiling. That's a boil you can't stir down. Then you cut it down, cut your heat down, let it simmer. About 10 more minutes or so. And then you test it. One way to test it, you have a plate in the freezer. Put it in there before you start. Put your some in the plate like that. Just let it sit there for a few minutes. It's good to keep this stirred too, especially if you use sugar. It'll stick to the pot and burn. Let it sit there a few minutes like that. Alright, now push your finger through it. If it does like that, it hadn't gelled good yet. I don't use any pectin. Okay. Rinse that off and put it back in the freezer. Good gel yet. Put it back in the freezer and turn the heat up just a little bit. I had it on low. And let's cook it a little longer. So you need to cook it until, and also I went back and mashed it a couple more times while it was cooking too with that masher. But you need to cook it until it gets like I said, it leaves a trail through that when you. Another way to tell is you can't tell with that plastic spoon hardly. A big metal spoon like this, and get a spoonful of it. Let it drop or pour off the. It should start dripping and dripping, and then quit dripping and turn into a sheet. But you see it ain't doing that yet. So ain't got it right yet. Still needs a little more simmering. Might take more than 10 minutes. Maybe more like 20. And when you get it to where it tries to hang on to that spoon when you turn it over. It's a lot like it's doing right there. See it? You see it hanging on? You don't want to drip off? It's getting there. Just right, it won't drip off. And you see my lids right here, I got them heating. And this is an easier way to do it to can. And to me, this is the easiest way. Back this up. See, we got and get my gloves on. This is my hot gloves. They're good for canning. You don't want to burn your hands. I don't have one of those little holders that most people have, so I just use my gloves. We've had the jars in here in the oven. We got the oven on 250. And the jar's been in there about 15 minutes. What you got to do is get them up to about 250 degrees. You don't want to put this hot boiling jam in a cold jar to crack. And also, it'll develop foam when it's boiling hard. You just scoop that foam off and get rid of it. That's what that is. That's a foam. So, I'll test again. Y'all see? Yeah, see, it ain't wanting to drip off of there too good now. It's trying to hang on. Can y'all see it? See it? Jam trying to hang on to that spoon and don't want to fall off. Drip. That's what you're looking for. Yum yum. Try our cold plate test one more time. Didn't want to get no solids in there. I just wanted to. Now I can't push with my finger either. I can tell the way it's running, it still needs some. Let me heat back up just a little bit more. Cook it a little more. You want it to gel, see what you're gonna. Also, I squeezed the juice of a lemon, one whole lemon in there, and that pectin in that lemon, and the pectin that's in the fruit, the cherries, that's enough to make jam. You don't need that pectin, extra pectin put in there. I don't like that. All natural, like this is. And you don't have to put them in a water bath neither, I'll tell you that. All you do on this method here, you take these hot glasses out, jars, and set them over there. Dip them full, put a cap. Caps right here, get one of those out there. Got a magnet here I built just for that. I built my own. Just stick it to one, bring it out. There's the cap. Put a cap on it, put a ring on it, tighten it down just firm, and turn it over upside down. And set it, let's sit there. After about 10 minutes or so, take it out. Flip it back over, let them sit there and cool. That sure good. Tastes wonderful. Plate ain't cold. That's the whole problem. I forgot to put my plate in there soon enough. That's why that's not working. Plate's got to be cold so it'll cool Because once this stuff cools, that's when it starts gelling good. Well, I can feel it right there until it started gelling. Okay, we're gonna go with that. All right, let's get the jars out. The glove back on. Turn that off, you can hear a lot better. I'm sure you probably can't even hear me. Let's get these jars out. They've been baking 20 minutes. 250. Bake them up to 250. Okay. Get y'all back over here. We don't see what's happening now. You can be out of the way too. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and jar it up. I need a ladle. I don't have one, so we got to do the best I can. Just dip them in there until you get your jar full. Up to about a ½ inch from the top. Some people say a quarter. I say a half, because if you're using that funnel lets you fill it up to a half. And I think it's supposed to be a half, but the funnel wouldn't work that way. I run out of ½ pint jars like I like to use. There we go. Fill it up just about like that right there. Get your cap, magnet. Napkin and wipe the top good and clean. Hard to do with these gloves on, but I don't want to get burnt. Top on there. Screw your lid down on there. Turn it upside down so that cap will get even hotter. Another jar. And you keep this cooking the whole time until you get it dipped in your jars. Just let her cook. You don't want to turn it off. Makes 5 ½ pints, but I just put 2 over there in that one jar, so my wife was supposed to get me some more jars and she forgot it. Okay, so I only had, forgot I gotta wipe it. And make sure that top's good and clean. Probably can't even see what I'm doing. This is hard to do this and film it too. Without any help. I don't have anybody to run the camera for me. I wish I did. My wife is busy doing her own thing. Snug it up. Turn it upside down. And after that sits there a while, we'll turn it back over and let it sit. And when it cools down, you hear it pop, and it'll be vacuum sealed just like it does when you do it with the water bath. I have to turn this up on this edge, getting the goodie out of it. Pull it over out of that, off of that eye now. Turn it off. Getting this completely away from y'all and viewing. I think you can see what I'm doing right there. Gotta have both hands. Break all this goodness out of here. This is some good stuff. Ooh. Love cherry jam. Love a lot of different jams. I'm fixing to make some strawberry and some raspberry and some green pepper jam, or pepper jelly, whatever you want to call it. I almost got too much in that one. Okay. Clean the top off. That's one way to clean it. Me and my wife, my daughter's gonna be eating these because I only lick the outside anyhow. Save me from having to go get another tube. There's a lot I have to do with you. Got the wrong end of it down there. A lot to do. Just two hands. So see, I don't understand that. My last batch turned out 5 of these small jars. I only got 4 this batch and this little bit here. I think it's because I cooked it longer. Cooked away a good bit of it. I'll just rake this in this bowl right here and eat it. Toast after a while. Delicious. Put this stuff on some buttered toast. Oh, mercy. Alright, well, okay, that's it, folks. How to make cherry jam. We'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.